I guarantee this is going to be the most insanely valuable SEO video that you are ever going to see online. A video that's going to help you stop paying SEO agencies thousands of dollars per month to help you organically rank without knowing what that even means. What's going on, guys? It's Nate again from Digital Wealth MB, the #1 rated digital marketing agency for e-commerce and lead generation businesses. In this video, I'm going to take you from a beginner in search engine optimization to enough of an expert so that you can appropriately manage the agencies you hire and maximize the amount of results for the most efficient costs. And don't forget, if you guys are liking these videos, make sure to like and subscribe so that we can keep pumping out this type of content. So what exactly is SEO? Search engine optimization is the process of improving your site to increase its visibility when people search for products or services related to your business in Google, Bing, and other search engines. And how exactly does it work? Well, in simple terms, Google has bots that crawl your website, piecing together information and gathering information from site to site and putting them into an index. Now, this index is basically a library of data or web pages that Google can pull from at any time when someone searches for a related keyword or phrase. And this isn't something that's completely randomized either. Google really scrapes every single portion of your website to ensure that when a user searches for something, they are getting just about exactly what they were looking for. Now, because Google has to add so many web pages a day from various websites to this index every single day, Google isn't just going to choose the page that Joe Schmo put together in 5 minutes 2 weeks ago, even if it answers the exact question that the user has. And what exactly is the reason for that? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Since this index is so large, Google uses a term called domain authority to basically narrow down the options that Google has to choose from when a user searches for a phrase or keyword. Domain authority is a ranking metric that you can use to predict how well your site is going to organically rank on Google. If your site has a low domain authority, you're most likely not going to show up for organic searches. On the other hand, if you have a high domain authority, then you're most likely going to be on the first or second page for high volume organic search terms and phrases. That's why you often see these large companies ranking organically above all of the other small local companies in the area. And why is this so important for service-based businesses? Well, Google, whether it be through pay-per-click advertising or SEO, is typically the engine of your company, and therefore it earns you the most consistent source of revenue year-round. This is because, unlike Facebook, individuals are actually searching specifically for your services when typing in those relevant keywords online. Therefore, there's a much higher purchase or submission intent than those on paid social platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, or Snapchat. Now, most service-based businesses already know that, but now let's pull the covers off just a little bit further. In the beginning stage of most businesses, business owners will often rely heavily on lead aggregator platforms like HomeAdvisor, Neighborly, Goodzer, and more to send you leads via their methods of advertising, and you'll pay a fee per lead that they bring you. What you don't know is that these large lead aggregators are actually just relying on people to submit forms online and or inquire about their business via their PPC ad or organic link to their website. So in essence, alongside the Google advertising that I'm sure you're already doing, you're also paying for leads from companies that are just getting those leads via Google advertising or their own organic links that they've built up over time. Let's also be real here. A lot of those leads that they give you are absolute garbage, but they help keep the lights on at the end of the day, especially during the seasonal months. So wouldn't it be better to be able to step away from these lead aggregators and be able to generate your own business organically? And that's exactly what I'm going to be focusing on in this video. I want to show you exactly how you can begin ranking organically as fast as possible and as effectively as possible. Now, with that being said, let's hop right into it. All right, so the #1 thing that we need to cover is what should your overall SEO strategy be for your business. Once you're able to understand this, then you'll be able to go to your SEO agency or specialists and tell them exactly what you want instead of it having to be the other way around. Now, based on what we said in the intro of this video, your SEO goal should be to systematically increase your domain authority over time in the most effective way possible, while at the same time widening the net of searches that your business could show up for. Let's look at this in two parts. One being increasing domain authority, and two being widening the net of searches that your business could show up for. And before we even consider looking at these two steps, I do want you to immediately knock this off your list if you haven't already. Get your Google business profile up and active, claim the business, and get a ton of 5-star reviews on it as soon as possible. This will help you get organic leads fast, but it's a quick task, so I'm not adding it to the full strategy. If you also need a good tool to get a ton of reviews over time for your service business, consider something like Nice Job or Birdeye. This will actually allow you to review the reviews before they get pushed out to Google or Facebook so that you can mitigate the risk for bad reviews. All right, so let's talk about increasing domain authority. Domain authority is based on a scoring system between 1 and 100, 1 being a very low domain authority and 100 being a very high domain authority. The domain authority that your business needs to achieve in order to start ranking organically will differ greatly per industry. For instance, as a digital marketing agency, we need a domain ranking of above 30 to even start ranking amongst the small fish in the game. On the other hand, for lesser known services, you may be able to get away with a much lower domain authority in order to rank organically, meaning that you'll be able to rank much faster. And how exactly is domain authority calculated? 1, the number of websites that are linking to a web page and the quality of those websites. 2, link profile, internal and external links from the web page. So if your page links to high authority websites and also gets linked back by other reputable sites, then you would get a good score here. 3, the number of unique, meaning from different websites, backlinks to your root domain. 4, the trustworthiness of websites linking to your page. For instance, if you get a link from a university website, a government site, or a large organization, then you're going to get a much higher score here. 5, for achieving a high domain authority, you need to make sure that your site structure is easy for search engines like Google for crawling your pages. And you also have to consider a great user experience to your visitors. Now, how do you go about increasing it? Well, the number one thing that you can do is acquire a high volume of high quality backlinks from high domain authority sites. Now, backlinks are one of, if not the most important tools for calculating domain authority. And a backlink is simply just your root domain linking back to your website from a guest post or another source. In fact, a study by Ahrefs shows that 55.24% of websites don't get any organic traffic since they don't have any backlinks. Most of the time, this is what you should be spending a majority of your SEO spend towards in the beginning, as this is going to be the most expensive portion of it. In order to get backlinks to your site, you need to pay guest sites with a high domain authority already to put that backlink on their site. Typically, most advertising agencies will charge a premium to you on top of the actual cost of the guest post so that they can actually make their earning. The issue with this in most tier 1 countries is that they often charge nearly 50 to 150% more than what the guest post actually costed. In reference to this, you could also ask them to send over the high authority sites that they're going to be paying to get your backlink on and seeing what the cost truly is for those posts and what the premium is that your SEO agency is putting on top of it. At Digital Wealth MB, we were able to swap out a USA-based company that was charging us a high premium for guest posting for a team of 2 in a tier 2 country that is doing 3 times the amount of high quality work, as I was able to see which high authority sites they were posting us on for the same exact price. Basically saying that I was able to get 3 times the amount of high quality backlinks for the same price as the other agency. 2, create unique killer content that is link worthy. To increase the likelihood that Google will rank your site, then you should be creating unique, helpful content on your site that people would actually want to view. You're going to get bumped down in the ranking if your site does not have at least 3 unique content blocks on each landing page. Google has been around for a while, and they used to allow the strategy to work where you could just duplicate the page, change out some words, and rank pretty easily, but they've caught on, and that's why I said 3 unique content blocks for each page as a minimum. 3, remove bad links. For this point, take the last one that we discussed and flip it upside down. If you have a lot of links on your site that aren't unique, lack good content, are short and sloppy, then Google will consider those pages to be spammy, which will in turn lower your overall domain authority, greatly hurting your overall efforts. 4, optimize your website structure and user experience. Organize your site appropriately. Make sure that the sub pages and the parent pages are set up correctly. For instance, if you're a junk removal company and offer multiple types of junk removal services such as estate cleanouts, local pickups, hoarder cleanouts, garage cleanouts, and more, it would be more efficient for you to structure your pages so that the parent page is junk removal and the sub pages are the sub services that you offer. Because then as you add additional location-based pages, it will actually strengthen your parent page, junk removal, which has a higher search volume in entirety. All right, now you know exactly how to increase your domain authority. Now it's time to hop into maximizing the effect of your SEO strategy by widening the net of your search results. While you're going to be putting most of your attention towards increasing your domain authority, it's going to be important to combine this next step alongside it to create an exponential effect within your business once you begin to start ranking. There are multiple ways that you can increase the overall net of searches that you'll be able to show up for, including anything everything from blog writing to location pages to service-based pages. But let's start off with blog writing. It's important to have blogs that you're writing consistently each week so that once your domain authority is high enough, your blogs will also start ranking at the same time. With a low domain authority, your blogs will more than likely not rank, regardless of how specific they are. Realistically, you can ask your SEO agency to give you a list of blogs to write about, and then you can hire an SEO-based blog writer overseas for much cheaper, because the SEO agency is most likely going to charge a large premium, even though they're going to outsource it to someone overseas. I can't emphasize enough how important blogs can be in your overall SEO strategy. For example, a company named Budget Dumpsters has an entire page devoted to the numerous blogs that they've written, and they get a monstrous amount of traffic organically from their blogs. Specifically, there is a blog that gives Budget Dumpsters an absurd amount of leads every single year during the winter time, and I guarantee it's not something that you'd guess. It's how to keep your garage heated during the winter, and then they add a few pieces of info regarding their business throughout it, very unsuspectingly. But keep in mind that these blogs would not be ranking for companies like Budget Dumpsters if their domain authority wasn't as high as it is right now. The fact that they did blogging alongside link building helped create this exponential curve in traffic over time in regard to lead flow. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is location-based pages. This part of the strategy is arguably less important than the blog writing, but it is still important for widening the overall net your business reaches, and here's why. If you're a digital marketing agency, you're going to be trying to rank for terms like digital marketing agency on Google, but the competition is going to make it extremely hard to rank for that generic term. Instead, alongside doing this, you can go after cities that have a high population but a lower competition and create unique pages like Los Angeles, CA Digital Marketing Agency or Scottsdale, AZ Digital Marketing Agency, because you will be able to rank much easier for those keywords rather than just digital marketing agency. Remember, don't actually go after the cities that I just mentioned. Instead, consider cities that have much less competition but a higher population. Finally, service-based pages. This part of the strategy may be the easiest to rank for, but it will drive you the least amount of traffic overall. Therefore, I still want to include it in the overall strategy, but I don't want it to be high up on the list. I'm going to again use a digital marketing agency just as a reference for this point. Instead of trying to rank for TikTok agency, it would be much more efficient for you to try and target TikTok agency for e-commerce businesses, or TikTok agency for dropshippers, or to get even more specific, TikTok agency for window cleaning companies, or literally any company after the root keyword. Realistically, there will be much lower search volume, but it will require a much lower domain authority to rank for these keywords because there will be less competition for long tail keywords like this. All right, now let's wrap this up with the tools you can use to feel confident in your SEO. Number one is going to be the Google Search Console. Google Search Console will allow you to see in-depth reports and performance updates regarding your own website. This will also be the best way for you to measure the increase in impressions and clicks over time to see if your SEO efforts are working or not. Number two is Ahrefs. This is the pinnacle of SEO tools for SEO businesses. This tool will allow you to see the overall SEO health of your business, the domain ranking, and much, much more. This tool is perfect for not only your own business, but you'll also be able to spy on competitors and see where they're ranking and what their domain authority is in whatever industry you're trying to target. That'll help you get an idea of where your domain authority needs to actually be in order for you to rank in that given industry. Three is going to be SEMrush, and this is hands down my favorite tool. With SEMrush, you can see everything from the search volume of specific keywords to a full competitor analysis of the organic and paid keywords that your competitors are bidding on, and the ad copy that they're using for those keywords. All right, now was I right or was I wrong? Was this not the most comprehensive and valuable SEO video you've ever seen? I'm definitely going to be expecting questions, and I am happy to answer them down in the comments below. But don't forget, if you guys are liking this type of content, please like and subscribe so that we can keep pumping these types of videos out. And we'll see you in the next one.